Welcome back to the Annapolis Yacht Club Wednesday Night Racing Series 1, Race 1, Part 2. Yesterday, we got a chance to take a harbor tour, Bruce. And
we had a good chance to fly the drone and fly over the yacht club, and it reminds me of how great the facility really is.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I mean, they have the family center, the sailing center, and the club, and it's all starting to open back up. There's people having lunch on the deck.
Yeah, and speaking of opening up, the Boatyard Bar and Grill opened today for their outdoor dining. They have their tent out in the parking lot, and there were tons of people there already. Hi, I'm Ashley Love from T2P TV, and joining me from behind the camera, our producer, Bruce Nairn. Tonight, we focus on ORC1, ORC2, J30s, PHRF, Allberg 30s, and Cal 25s. And here's the forecast. It's windy. Oh no, Bruce, before even any warning guns have gone off, Abby in tow, a J35 belonging to Roger Lant, has already lost their rig. Is everyone okay?
Yeah, I had the sneaking suspicion this might turn up.
Oh, it looks like they broke the tip off and they had to take it down. 10 seconds to go, and Bob Fox on Sly. His XP44 is way over the line, trying to do a dip start on port. Mumbles is going to keep him from starting on time. But the Comerford's Moneypenny, a J111, they've been out here before. They do a port start and have the best one out of everyone.
Boy, they look good.
They do. They're doing ORC this year instead of major PHRF divisions because ORC takes into account the wind speed, and there's a low, a medium, and a high wind speed, so I wonder what one they're using tonight.
You can ask Aviento.
Oh. Rattlin' Rum will start closest to the committee boat end in the first start of ORC2. You'll see that the J35s didn't have enough for their own scoring, so they are mixed in with ORC2, and everyone's got different pointing abilities, which always makes it more interesting off the starting line. J30s have their start. Mondale tacking at go with no jib up, and it's an individual recall. Bump is over early. Infectious Smile and boats that started at the end of the line looking good. Catching up with ORC1, their course is to head out to a far mark, almost to R2, and Mademoiselle, a new boat to the Wednesday night series, is a J122 owned by Ed Hartman. But crossing ahead is Rod Jabin's Ramrod. You'll recognize him from the FAR 30 fleet, but this year he's jumped it up to a 111. last tack into the top mark, and J111s and J122s are quite evenly matched if this pair is any indication. It's rumored that Benedict Capuco has a brand new spinnaker, but maybe he wouldn't debut it tonight.
Ashley, doesn't seem like anybody's quite ready for this drive set tonight.
Yeah, coming in on a long port, that maneuver might be something that they need a few weeks to iron out.
Yeah, you know, 2 months off and there you are. Where is everybody?
They're only allowed to sail with 10, so they have to sail with less crew than they're used to. Moving to the short drop mark, there's a new boss in town in the Cal 25 fleet, Kyle Bullhorse, One-Eyed Jack, leading the way with a reef main.
Sensible.
And the first Allberg 30 around, Tim Williams' Lingen, no stranger to the top.
Tough night, Ashley.
Ooh, Starbird has a wrap, and we're halfway down this downwind leg. It must have happened on the jibe. The smallest boats out here are in the Perf division. J122's bow number 4 is Tom Simmons. Cal 25, Ronan, Christopher Rogers, Peter Shales, and John Wooldridge. Riding these rollers out in the bay is the first J30 Cannonball, owned by Ralph Riddle and Doug Wallop. In second place, Shamrock, Bruce Irvin, only a few seconds behind, trying to catch up. Well, Bruce, a lot of the J30s didn't put kites up, and a lot of the boats overall throughout the fleet didn't, but it affords them to go dead downwind.
Allberg 30 style.
Oh yeah. Besting the waves, besting the wind, charging through the finish line like a cannonball is Cannonball, the first J30 on their first Wednesday night race 2020 finish. Shamrock and 526. Totaled mayhem, Amy and Doug Stryker made a good effort. They will settle for second and third. Q battling it out, trying to keep that one last kite fill will surge Susie Q ahead for the win. Well, for the win over Bump. So technically, none of the really bad carnage happened during a race, so there's that to be said. I hope everyone aboard Abby and Tow is safe and healthy, along with all of you and the rest of the competitors. Thank you to the Annapolis Yacht Club, the Boatyard Bar and Grill. For Bruce and Aaron behind the camera, our producer, I'm Ashley Love from T2P TV, and we'll see you next week.